Hey, what's up guys? This is going to be how to set up local AI on your computer in 5 minutes or less. Step 1, open up your browser on your PC. This is going to be on Windows 11. So, you're going to open up your browser. As soon as you've got your browser open, type in LM Studio. Once you're on LM Studio, you can just go to lmstudio.ai directly. You don't have to type it in and hit download for Windows. Once you hit download for Windows, you're going to see it pop up here. You're going to hit open and you're going to open that as soon as you get it. I don't need to open it. I already have it. So we're just going to show you what that is. So we're going to cancel that, close this out. I'm sure you're going to get this right here. This is going to be the .exe file. This is going to be the installer. It's going to be the first thing you get. You're going to hit run. You're going to follow everything it is. Just hit yes, 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 yes. Go through all of that. Once you have all of that, you're going to have your LM Studio app installed. Open the LM Studio app. When you have LM Studio here, you're going to have nothing here. You're going to have you're going to have nothing here. It's going to look something like this, blank, blank, without anything on the side here. Nothing is on the side here. It's going to be blank. What you're going to do is you're going to come down here to the bottom tab, model search. If you look here, these are my models. You'll have nothing here. So go to model search. Make sure this says best match. Make sure it says only include staff picks that can fit on this device and best match. Look towards the top. This one says 15 days ago. This one says 17 days ago. This one says 53 days ago. This one says 59. Find the ones that look over here. Look at the download. Find out your system's VRAM on your graphics card and or GPU, and or find out your DDR5 or DDR4 or just your RAM setup in general. Find out how much RAM you have. Find out whether any of these can fit properly, which one fits the best. Once you have your model and you've successfully researched your model, go to your model. For example, Qwen27B, and you're going to download that model. You're going to just come here, maybe you can pick a bigger one, maybe you pick a smaller one, and then you download the model. Once you have the model downloaded, you should have it in your My Models. In this case, I have the Qwen 3.6 35B A38 Mixture of Experts model. Once you have that, you're going to open your settings, and you're going to go to load. You're going to make sure your context length is set properly. Normally it's set all the way. GPU offload, set that all the way at least. CPU threads, try set that all the way if you have a good CPU. If you have older hardware, figure out what's right for you. Just toggle with it. It's not going to break anything. Evaluation batch size. Uh, leave this on default for now. Leave all of this rest of this on default. Inference system prompt. You can control your AI here. Custom fields. You want to preserve thinking. Normally, make sure this is toggled. In LM Studio. Leave all of this just as is. Leave the rest of this as is. And then you're going to want to go to your once you find out your settings, you're going to want to go and you're going to go ahead and hit new chat right here. Once you have a new chat, it'll say unnamed chat. So I'm particularly, then you're going to come to this bottle, you're going to come to this bar up here, and you're going to hit load model. It should see the model that you've downloaded just now and hit load. It's going to quickly run through your settings, and you remember these settings so that it keeps it every time once you hit it. Hit load model. You wait for the model to load from the loading bar up here. Then you come here and you can make sure the preset is set with your system prompt and your other settings. So make sure that's all set, close that out. Once that's all set, you have your tools down here. If you have a tool integrated model, make sure that it has a tool hammer when you go to the download section if you want that. And if this one happens to have think and vision, so it can correctly process vision inputs as well. The tools allow things like it'll come with RAG v1, which allows you to index your computer and search your computer and go through your own repositories locally. Then it has JS Code Sandbox. I'm not quite sure what that does. I haven't used it yet. This is going to be visit website. This is going to be my DuckDuckGo. You're going to need some plugins if you're going to want to search the web. This is only going to be able to index your computer out of the box. I recommend you go to Daniel's IG. He's a very good YouTuber. He made this DuckDuckGo plugin, and he also made this visit website plugin, or at least he hosts it. So go to his or search it on LM Studio plugins online and type in what you see here, Daniel's IG/DuckDuckGo, or Daniel's IG says visit dash website, or Belladarian LM Studio tools. All of these are pretty much the only three you'll need, and I'll show you why. You open this, you go hit the toolbar next to the settings over here. Toolbar will show you your plugins. You can drop down menus. You can configure all of them. This one, the Belladarian's LM Studio Tools, it is a all-in-one tool for running code on your computer. As you can see, it runs JavaScript, Python, terminal, shell commands, browser control, Git operations, Git CLI, database inspection, the works. It does sub agents. It can run two models at once, basically, as a sub agent. Uh, it does a lot. So that one is a must have. Then the DuckDuckGo plugin. You can also use browser MCPs. That also works as a web search. You can search either of these on YouTube or find exactly how to set those up. So you can set up the DuckDuckGo. You can set up the visit website. Those come out the box. Don't even touch those. So doing stuff like this, you can then type to your model and you can say, "Hello, what time is it in Hong Kong?" And it'll process the prompt. It'll tokenize at the rate that it's supposed to token at. You can come here to the developer and you can check for errors. You can check for all of this stuff. You can also set up a server, a local server, if you need to hook up to a web UI or anything like that you want to hook up to, and that can integrate with other apps. And you can also see down here that I can see my token speeds and stuff like that and exactly what it's doing, the debug and everything like that. You come up here to the top menu and we can see that it says Hong Kong and the time and add 8 hours. So if you want to do something a bit more specific, you say, what are the names of the main stats in the video game Mario Kart? And within 2.39 seconds, it's telling me that it's speed, acceleration, weight, handling, drift. Well, that didn't search the web. That didn't really do it. Uh, list of prices of some Gala apples for sale online in the US. Quickly. And now you can see that it's model calling web search. So now you have the web search tool and it's using LM Studio tools for web search. It could have used a number of different things. This one is mainly used for code, although it does, I believe, work for web search too. So it's doing that. But the DuckDuckGo plugin does DuckDuckGo. The web search does this does a different kind of web search. So some of them work different. That says it succeeded. And as you can see, it's doing fetch web content, web search. These are the tools that it has. And having all three of these really does help because it can do all the local code it needs. It can do all of the web search it needs. It can do all of the RAG it needs, which is, for this pipeline. Really and truly, and with certain models like this, you can do some really accurate stuff. So this is just going to be a quick video demonstrating all the things you can do with LM Studio real quick and how this is really just, I had this, this is a 15-minute setup, folks. It doesn't take long at all. It takes as long as the download takes is as long as this will take. So I just wanted to be clear with that. And my internet must be moving a little bit slow right now because it's still calling the fetch web content, and maybe something is this niche's apples. I shouldn't have asked it, but it can do many things. It can code lots of things for you. It can search lots of things for you. That the point is that the local AI is on LM Studio is very diverse, and it can do anything from a Flash game, for example. We can look at one of the, oh, it's done, or it's almost done, and we can set system prompts, so I can show you that over here. As you can see, I said you must prioritize accuracy, factual grounding, correct tool use, non-hallucinatory reasoning. Anyways, it's done. Based on my research, here are the prices for Gala apples from major US online retailers. And then it shows Walmart, Target, Kroger, Safeway, Instacart, Sam's Club, Aldi. So that's why it took so long, folks. This would have been shorter, but it did, and it's showing all the prices, it's showing all the apples, it's showing all the keynotes. So it's done now. Anyways, that's been your short tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed.